for the record, March officially, third month of the year. Uh, March Madness around the corner.
Right around the corner. Season's over. Maybe a couple more games
Yeah,
left, and then they're finishing up some conference stuff.
conference tournaments start this week, finish next week. By next Sunday, we'll have the selection show, and then we have first four starting that Wednesday, Thursday, I think. So, next it might be 2 weeks from today. Yeah, I think it's 2 weeks from today.
Mm-hmm.
We'll get first four
Yep.
games.
Yep.
But let's go ahead and start there. Because this is about that time that everybody starts paying attention to college basketball anyways. Um, I pulled up the women's first, and I don't. Of course, I mean, it's easy to like follow along with UConn or South Carolina, like the big schools who are always favored to win it. Didn't realize UConn was undefeated, 31 and
Yikes.
0.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the the AP didn't give any other first place votes besides UConn, which
Fair.
yeah, I mean fair. I guess that makes sense. Um, if you want to go to what was the other thing I had here? Clearly, they're gonna be favored to win it, which is fine. Uh, I think it would be an upset if they didn't win. Even let's see their ranked games here. They've played one, two, three, four, five ranked regular season games. Um, they start their conference tournament this weekend, but they started with Louisville to open the season, beaten by 13, number 20. Then they played number 6 Michigan, close game, they beat them by 3. Then they played at number 16 USC, they beat them by 28 points. They hosted number 11 Iowa, they beat them by 26 points. Then they hosted number 15 Tennessee and beat them by 30 points.
Holy. Okay, so they're blowing out ranked teams.
Blowing out ranked teams. Yeah, so if it's going to continue like this, we know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
And that's fair. I mean, fair play to them. They're scoring at least 80 points a game in most games. They cracked 100, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 times. 104. They went to Xavier, beat them 104-39.
That doesn't seem real to me.
I wouldn't want to play. Just the coach sent me out. I'm good
They're
for the day.
scoring 2.5 times more points than you are a quarter.
Yeah. I'm sorry, that wasn't even the worst one. DePaul, 102-35.
Whew. All right, good luck if
So
you got UConn in your bracket.
yeah, that'll be an easy one to fill out. UConn all the way. Now,
We'll say they haven't played. I just took a look at a couple of the top teams here myself. UCLA and South Carolina, who you mentioned.
mm-hmm,
They haven't played them.
mm-hmm.
Both of those teams lost to Texas.
And they haven't played Texas either. So
They haven't played
you're right.
Texas either. So we'll see. SEC is stacked. I'm looking at South Carolina, Vanderbilt, Texas. All and O at home.
Mm.
Which, they played the tourney elsewhere, but, something to look at there.
Well, no, because I believe you host the first 2 rounds.
Okay, cool.
So whoever the highest seeded will host. I want to say it's the opening weekend. Now the only thing for me is with the women's tournament is so. I would say the men's tournament is so unpredictable that you can get seeds 1 through 10 in the final four, right? Even up to I think a couple 12 seeds made it. But for the women, it's really like 1 through 6, maybe 1 through 5 that are really going to be these are your final four teams.
There's a pretty sizable gap between the top
Correct.
teams and then, the great teams that make the tournament. But you see that in the 20, 30-point blowouts.
But I would say for the women's game, for those top 4 to 5 teams in the country, any of them could win.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, would it surprise you if you get to the final and it's South Carolina versus UConn and South Carolina beats them on a last second shot? No, it
Not at
wouldn't.
all. Not at all.
Now, of course, yes, UConn losing in the first round, that would make history. But I think that for these top 4 or 5 teams, like you said, SEC stacked, Texas, Vanderbilt, LSU, Oklahoma, that's all in the top 8. And then looking at the rest of the top 25, you've got Alabama, Mississippi State, you've got Georgia, you've got Kentucky, you've got, yeah, add those on to the other SEC teams, and you've got a pretty stacked conference there.
Mm-hmm.
But we'll see soon. Of course, I expect you got to roll at least until Elite Eight, Final Four, and then we'll see. UCLA's been balling as well.
How
That's been a
is?
fun one to watch.
Oh, I guess that's the. I'm looking at the coaches poll. Okay, I'm tripping. Coaches poll has Mississippi State at 18 and 12 at number 23.
Where are my
Seems wrong
coaches
to me.
poll? Well, let's see who their wins are. I feel like that's the only thing you can look at is quality wins. Oh, well, I guess I should say quality losses.
Okay, yeah, all right.
Jeez.
LSU, Texas,
Look at
South Carolina,
Oklahoma, Tennessee, Ole
Alabama,
Miss, Vanderbilt.
literally everyone we just named are their losses. So okay, fine.
I mean, to be fair to them, you do pick up wins. Kentucky, who was ranked in conference,
Mm-hmm.
Tennessee, who was ranked in conference, you picked up both those wins. The rest of those losses are all SEC, and almost all of them ranked. So yeah, I guess I'm throwing a little. If you want a crazy stat here. So we said they're 18 and 13. Their conference record, 5-11. So this is a 13-2 team outside of the conference play.
Mm-hmm.
Now, does it matter if you're the worst team in your comp? Like they're the 12th team in the SEC, so it's hard to say. Oh, well, are they the 23rd best team in the country? I don't know, maybe not, but maybe they'll make some noise. I don't know. But on to the let's move on to the men's side, which I will say have only now just started watching games. This is about that time that
Yeah, I threw a few
my,
on this weekend for sure.
my
There are a
TV
couple good
starts
ones.
switching over. Actually, that's a lie. I started when the Duke UNC game
Mm.
was a couple weeks ago. I watched a couple Kansas games. Watched a Michigan State game. There's been a couple on my TV,
It's looking like
but
that end of season North Carolina Duke matchup's not going to be what we thought it was. Their star will not be able to play that game, Wilson, for North Carolina. I did see that today.
yeah,
So,
actually,
I'll put a pin in
I
that.
remembered a women's story, women's basketball. But just quickly before I move on, did you see what happened with I believe it was Tennessee?
I did not. I got a news update, kind of commotion, but didn't look into it.
This was 2 days ago. So Kaya Wynn basically posted on social media that whatever she's leaving the program. Is what she said. That's all. And then of course then the details start to come out. So she was backup guard for the basketball for the women's Lady Vols. They lost their regular season finale to Vanderbilt by 10 at home. It was senior night. She's a fifth-year senior because she had an Achilles injury, so she missed a big portion of a previous year. So senior night, fifth-year senior, dealt with injury. She entered the game with 15 seconds left for the first time. There was another senior that didn't play at all. And I'm sitting here thinking, I thought senior night you just start the seniors and then pull them.
Yeah, something.
Well, let her get a basket, right? You would never. You're not going to win the game.
Start the second half or something.
It it blows my mind that that story came out and then the details come after that, and you're like, this is a little fishy. I wonder what's going on. Well, then you find out. Senior didn't play at all, and I'm sure that was not a fun experience. But oh, and here was the last detail. She did not start a single college game in her career.
Crazy.
I dude, throw her the bone. Let her start on senior night.
Something, right? Starter.
Give her 2 minutes. I don't. It doesn't something.
I mean, start the game
Let her
and
hit a free
instantly
throw.
send someone to the podium to check in or something.
I little things like that. I'm like, it doesn't seem like it's that hard. And
Plus,
then you lose anyways, so then of course you look worse.
like, I'm sorry, what teams were this?
This was Tennessee. Tennessee lost to Vanderbilt by 10.
Does this last game really matter?
No,
I mean,
especially not if you are already losing.
mm-hmm.
Right? They were down 9 points going into. Sorry, yeah, not down 9 points going into the fourth quarter.
Check
Now,
it in. Is that a
yeah,
close game for sure? Like,
something.
I mean that is 9 points is a couple possessions, couple turnovers. You're right back, like fighting for the lead again. But come on,
Now, if you wanna add insult to injury, two girls on the Tennessee team who are both freshmen that played 6 minutes. There's also another freshman that played 4 minutes. And you can't
yeah,
throw your senior that's been there for 5 years?
yeah. I'm not saying you're entitled to something, but damn, come on.
I mean, yeah. Anyways, I saw that and it just it just it just rubbed me the wrong way. Well, again, unless there's more to the story, maybe there was a locker room blow up or something. I don't know. But for the information that I have, don't love it. But anyway, on to the men. We were saying I don't want to say anybody's game, but for the most part, you can have teams. What the top 20, top 15 teams probably could make the final four.
You talking total or once they get split
Total,
up
yeah,
into
yeah, total,
16?
total.
Okay, yeah.
Your top
Yeah, I mean,
four
yeah,
seeds in each region.
yeah.
And then I would say your top probably 1 through 4 seeds, so your top 16 teams are really your title contenders.
Barring some kind of crazy Cinderella run or something like that. Yeah, I
Yeah.
would agree.
Um, Obviously, Florida's look good. UConn always looks good. Michigan, Arizona, Duke, your usual suspects. Big surprise teams for me. Iowa State, because I don't remember the last time Iowa State. I mean, Throw was like floating around as like a 9 seed, but I don't ever remember them like crashing a party being like, "Hey, we're a 3 seed this year,"
Mm-hmm.
or this year they're looking like they'd be a 2 seed, which is crazy. Um, Kansas, Kansas is dropping quickly. I don't know. Have you been following their season at all?
Yes, so they were doing really good up there with like Arizona,
They were
and
19 and
now
5 after beating Arizona.
over the past few weeks, just the wheels are falling off.
So to your point, you go 19 and 5. You beat Arizona at home. You lose at Iowa State by 18 points. You beat Oklahoma State. You lose versus Cincinnati. You beat Houston. So even then, 21 and 7, you're like, hey, things are okay. You traveled to Arizona last weekend. Get your doors blown off by 23 points. And then you go to Arizona State, and then you lose by 10. And Arizona State is currently 16 and 14. So, not great. So, is this a team that could figure it out? Sure. Are they going to be consistent enough to do it? I don't know.
Are they? Yeah, are they in form currently to start off this tournament hot? Because if they come out flat, or like they're looking like these past few weeks of the season, past few games of the season rather, it's going to be a quick tourney for them.
I know we talked about Darren Peterson too, and like the impact that he could have for Kansas. But this isn't a team that. Okay, let me say this. I think this is either a team that's going to crash and burn in the first weekend. They're like, oh, of course we knew Kansas, the 4 seed, we're just going to lose to a 12 or to a 13 seed, or they're going to be a team that is upsetting somebody in their bracket and making it to Sweet 16, Elite Eight, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Those are the only two paths for them. But yeah, I, I watched one Duke game, to be fair, but I have only heard that this is like the best Duke team in the history of college basketball.
Yeah. Will they
So I
go
don't
out and
know.
prove it? We'll see. Who knows? Duke's always good. They've always got one of the best teams in the country. Um, I don't know. It's I got to be careful rooting for Duke. My mom's a Tar Heel, so I can't say
I
too much. But
I will say the interesting thing for me, they have an elite defense. You also have Cam Boozer, who's probably the best, easily the best freshman in the country, but a top two, top three pick next year, maybe the best performing basketball player in college at the moment. But if you're looking at like the game to game box scores, is what I have open right now. This is the Duke schedule. It has the points, whoever has the highest points in the game, the highest rebounds, and the highest assists. The amount of times that his name comes up on this for all three categories. Like the game they lost to UNC 3 weeks ago, he had the high points, had the high assists, and he had the high rebounds. 2 weeks later at Notre Dame, highest points, highest assists, highest rebounds. Game before against Michigan, points, assists, rebounds. This just might be the guy.
yeah,
And if you can run into a team that can close him down, maybe you limit him to close one of those categories off. Maybe he scores 30, but he only gets 3 rebounds or something like that. Maybe that's the way to do it. Um, so I don't know, but I thought that was interesting. He's good.
I
This is
mean,
a
yeah,
very good
he's
Duke team.
averaging a double double.
It's crazy
That's incredible.
for a very good team. That at times you're probably blowing teams out. And he's probably not even playing a whole game. Well, I stand corrected. 32 and a half minutes he's averaging. So, but yeah, he's averaging the highest points, rebounds, and assists on his team, which is crazy. He's averaging 58% field goal. He's also averaging. He's making 40% of his threes.
That's hard.
Yeah. So clearly he's going to be good. Duke's going to be good. They're going to be a tough team to knock out this year. But by next week, we'll have most of the conference tournaments racked up. By the week after, we will have our brackets done,
Mm-hmm.
just in time for the opening games to come out. It's also spring break time.
Nice.
Anything else you got for college basketball?
Um, nope.
All right, you want to go
Oh,
NFL? Oh, hit me.
one more thing. There's one team left that's undefeated this season.
Oh, I do know who this is,
Miami, Ohio.
and I do think it's crazy that they're not in the top 25.
I agree. We'll see how things shake up once we get to choosing, who makes the dance. I think it's really hard to leave them out. That no other team has gone undefeated. I haven't looked at their schedule, but
Oh, I mean it's not a good
no,
schedule.
it's probably not a good strength schedule. But I mean, you go undefeated. I feel like, come on.
Well, here's the thing. To your point, if you're gonna reward, and here's your Dubs are going overtime. If you're gonna reward the college football teams for going 10-0, 11-0, whatever it is, 12-0 after conference play, and say, oh well, they were undefeated, so they have to get into the playoffs. You're telling me that a college basketball team is 17-0 Oh, I'm sorry, they are ranked. They're ranked 19.
Okay, cool.
They're 17 and 0, and you can't. Oh, I'm so sorry. Pause. That's 17-0 in conference play. They're 30 and 0.
They're 30 and 0. Yes.
Yeah, you can't throw them a bone and just be like, you know what? The ratings don't matter right now until conference play is done. Yeah, so the coaches AP has them at 19. Coaches will has them at 20. And why not be top 10?
Yeah.
Why, like, let's see. Let's see what happens. Now, okay, I have their schedule pulled up here. They have not played a ranked team.
Okay, and I know football, basketball is different, but James Madison,
True, no, that's fair. You're right. That's a good comp.
you know, like, and they tailored the criteria to include, you know, the top however many conference champions for football.
Yeah,
I don't know if the NCAA basketball has it set up like that,
yeah. Every
but
conference winner gets in, and then there's a bunch of at-large bids. So yes, if they win their conference,
they should be good.
they should be fine. And even if they don't, they probably get in, but it'll be barely, which sucks. But I mean, they have one, two, three, four, five, six. They have 7 players averaging at least 10 points.
I just had Duke's pulled up. Hold on.
I don't know, man. I'm rooting for him.
Duke has 3,
Okay.
which I mean, don't get me wrong, Boozer little front heavy there,
Yeah, a little bit.
but you know that seems like a well-rounded team, and I think, you know, sometimes we see those well-rounded teams come out and beat some of the superstars.
Oh, or the what's the meme that's going around this time of year every year, which is like, I can't wait to have that one white boy from a mid major like ruin my day.
Mm-hmm.
And that's just
Completely ruined my bracket.
who was that? Was that Butler? No, who was the guy last? Oh, Oakland. It was a couple years
Yeah,
ago,
yeah, yeah.
dude. And now he's probably an accountant. Like, you never know. Is I guess the point. But I'm rooting for them. That'd be fun. They do. They have some crazy box scores, by the way. They beat Milligan. Don't even know who that is. 135 to 81.
Holy crap! That's an NBA score.
They have 2 overtime wins. 105 to 102, 107 to 101. That is legitimately, that was the Knicks score last night. Um, I think oh god, Trinity Christian, 129 to 49, an 80-point win.
That's insane. At what point do you pull the starters
Oh, that's
if you're
exactly
the
what I'm looking
losing
at.
team?
Losing team, everybody played.
Sounds about right.
They shot 26% from the field. They shot 15% from three. Oh boy. They're the Trinity Christian Trolls.
They were trolling that game.
Yeah. And then Miami had everybody play. All but one player scored. They shot 70% from three. 21 from 30.
Sorry, what?
Yeah. It's
Okay.
crazy. Dude, I don't know. 13 steals, 8 blocks.
That's
All
just
right. Trinity Christian? Is this a real school?
that's playing pickup with your parents when you're like 10.
This is me in the student game. The Trinity Christian Trolls. They're an NAIA school. Dude, what are you doing playing Division One basketball? They have 854 students.
Okay, this makes a lot more sense.
Yeah. Do you want to guess how many Miami of Ohio does.
Students?
Yeah.
Oh man, I used to know Florida State's back when I went there. Oh, I don't remember it now, so I don't even have a
Oh, yeah. Holy crap.
frame point. What was it, 40K?
A 16 and a half.
Okay, it was way over.
Yeah. Okay. That's wild. Yeah. What are you doing playing a school with 800 students? Of course you're gonna win. Of course you're supposed to win that game.
Okay, FSU's 46K in 2025. Might be.
Gotcha. Hey,
Might
but
be.
also good for them for scoring 49 points, I suppose.
Absolutely.
Anyway, yeah, that's what I got for them. We'll see their regular season finale is tomorrow at Ohio. So could be 31 and 0. All right, I have football or I have baseball.
Um,
What you in the mood for?
let's do football. Um,
Okay.
let's do baseball though. Let's hit that.
So two big details here. World Baseball Classic started yesterday.
Yes.
Is that something you care about at all?
Well, not particularly, but
He said no.
but but I will say I saw a video today over the massive Canada Mexico brawl. When was that?
I'm not familiar.
Hold on. WBC brawl. When was this?
Oh, I'm gonna pull this video up right now.
2013. So it was 13 years ago, right? And this is how far off I am untouched with this event. But I saw this and I was like, huh, what, you know, I might watch this, see what kind of brawls we have going on in these games. Basically, what happened in 2013 was Canada.
I have the video up right here.
You got the video up. Canada needed to. They were going for point differential to try to make it in. Mexico's on the brink of elimination. So they're in the top of the ninth, like bunting up 9-3, trying to get more players on bases to score more points. Mexico didn't like it, starts throwing some close pitches, ends up hitting the guy, full on punches thrown, dude's getting suplexed to the ground. And I was like, okay, I like this baseball. So maybe I'll tune in. Maybe I'll tune in.
I'm about to get to those two inside pitches. Both of them have been warned. I'm giving you play by play right here.
Mm-hmm.
This one's got to be this next pitch. Yeah, no outs. Top of the ninth. They're up 9-3. Oh, he pulled. Oh
Beams him.
boy!
Both
Oh
teams
my
get a warning,
God.
and then he beams them. Very next pitch.
And credit to him. All he did was walk. He didn't throw his helmet. He tossed his bat. Oh yeah, that's a full on. That's every member of the team right there.
Oh yeah.
Okay, well, so now you're in.
Now I'm in.
You're in on the WEC. Okay. Are you familiar what happened 3 years ago?
Japan beat U.S. Don't know the score, but yes.
By one. Because in the ninth inning, Trout is up to bat. American savior. To tie or win the game. And who strikes him out? None other than Shohei Ohtani.
Ohtani. Yep, the surprise Ohtani.
Now, WBC is a little different. You can't pitch and hit at the same time. So if he starts the game as a pitcher, he's not on the roster to hit, and vice versa. The only things that I care about for World Baseball Classic, the only thing, is that Juan Soto stays healthy. The only thing I care about. But I don't know. I have conflicting feelings. It almost feels like two sides of it. One is it almost feels like a warm up, like a primer for baseball season. But baseball season's already so long, anyways, that it's like this is still supposed to be spring training time when nobody cares.
Yeah.
Like you can kind of see the score, check on a couple young guys, and then not care about baseball for another 3 weeks until opening day. But now this is forcing you to first week of March.
It's the pregame.
right. So now you need to now pay attention from March 5th to Halloween. That's nuts. That's too much time. It's 162 plus. That's one side. Now the other side is baseball's not an Olympic sport. So this is
The like
their World
closest they
Cup.
can get to that.
Yeah.
Yeah, the World Cup, the Olympics.
So Aaron Judge, representing the United States, or Soto and all these other guys from the Dominican and Puerto Rico and Venezuela, like I get it because it is that national pride to say, yeah, okay, I rep this team, whatever, for the season, but I love getting to wear my country's colors.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, on the back of the how great hockey was at the Olympics, who knows? Maybe this turns into something. Um, but the only thing that I push back on is that the WBC is hosted in different countries. Like the opening games were in Japan.
And then they'll have to travel.
Yeah. Well, I think. Let me look it up.
Because I saw it was only 2 weeks. And like,
Yeah,
double
because baseball
headers.
you can play every day.
Yeah, you can play every day.
Okay, so let's see. So the games are in uh, Japan, Puerto Rico, Miami, Houston are your four group stage. So from now to is that Saturday?
Well,
It looks like all the group stage games will be there.
will each group play in a specific spot, or will they have to?
Yeah. U.S. plays all of their games um, in. I guess they're calling it as Dalkin Park now.
Gotcha. Okay,
Um,
so that's not so bad.
no, it's not awful.
It's spreading the
I,
wealth a little bit. Like,
yeah, and the other thing is, so it's four groups of five. So you play round robin. So you play four group games, top two from each get into the quarterfinals. Then let's see, I have the quarterfinals up here. Your quarterfinals then just come down to the U.S. So two games in Miami, two games in Houston. Semifinals are Miami and Miami. Well, let's take a wild swing where the championship is. Miami. Tuesday the 17th. So my issue is if you want to turn it into this global event and you want to do it World Cup style, that's really not what they're doing here. You're not putting it on the biggest stage or the biggest platform for everybody to get to watch it because, you know, I understand you want to be able to feed the viewers from Japan, Australia, and everything because that's where these teams are coming from. But those games start at 5 a.m. here.
yeah,
If you're a West Coast, if you're an LA fan, and you want to watch Otani, that's a 3 a.m. game. You're not watching those games.
you gotta
I'm
dedicate, man.
sorry. No, of course. Now I will say, like looking at the full slate, that is kind of cool. So, like for tomorrow, as an example, you have games at 5 a.m., 11 a.m., noon, 1, 6, 7, 8, and 10. So yeah, if you wanted to watch all day baseball, that's kind of cool. You got me there.
That's fair.
But it's just different. Um, yeah, I guess I'm not the biggest fan, but it can always turn into some good moments. But no, I was talking more MLB stuff. They are. Did you see? Oh, I know I sent it to you on my text. The St. Louis Cardinals, what they're doing with their ticket deals.
Yeah, you get like unlimited soda and an entree and a dessert and a snack.
So before I get there, it brought me down a little rabbit hole. So I go to the Mets page and I'm like, all right, what are their ticket deals? And the only thing it really gives me is like they do giveaways for most of their home games. I guess I should say most, a lot of their home games. And to your point, like a jersey, it's jerseys or it's bobbleheads or whatever. Like that's what if you're the first set number of fans, you're walking out with one of those. I go over to the St. Louis Cardinals page, and they have a title page for fan values. This is interesting. Let me scroll through here. Let me read you some of these fan values. I could not find a link like this on the Nets page. If it exists, it exists. I couldn't find it. Budweiser Terrace Happy Hour. Fans can enjoy $5.25 Budweiser and Busch Light every game
Nice.
from gate open to first pitch. Immediately, $5 beers at a baseball game. I'm sold already.
Yeah.
Because you're not trying to upsell me like the NFL for $18
No.
for Bud Light. Next one. Most Sundays, fans purchasing individual tickets in the right field terrace and right and left field pavilion will receive a free jumbo hot dog and a Coca-Cola. Done already. Meal deal.
I can get behind this kind of baseball here.
Sounds great. Next one. They still have their promotional giveaways. This is the one that got me. Fans can bring their own food and drinks into Busch Stadium for all 81 home games.
I can bring my own cooler.
Now it says, of course, some restrictions apply, but
Okay.
actually, you know what? We got time. Let's see what these restrictions are.
Yeah, I'm curious. Because, I mean, I'll pay $18 a beer if I get to bring in a six-pack.
It has to be non-alcoholic.
There it is.
But, water is still going to be, what, $8
Yeah,
at a game?
definitely important.
And
Definitely
if you
important.
could just bring food...
Even
like-
just a little snack, a little sandwich.
The only thing you're paying for is some beers? And if you can get $5 Budweisers?
4TR from St. Louis?
Looking for a girl right now.
We catching Reds at cards or
Sorry, man, I
Mets
gotta
at
get on a
cards?
plane. I gotta fly to St. Louis for this great meal deal.
We just record the whole thing. Do it streamer style.
A 3-hour show. Then this one, I thought this one was cool. It's called the Budweiser Ballpark Pass for $49.99 a month. Now again, seasons what? Let's count it as April, May, June, July, August, September.
6 months.
So 6 months.
So $300
So-
bucks.
$300.
Tax.
Yeah, true. Budweiser Ballpark Pass includes a mobile ticket to every home game.
You're getting
Every single, except
getting-
for opening day. It says it right here.
you're getting
Except for
okay, so
opening
you're
day.
getting 81 home. No, I'm sorry.
80 home games
80 home games
for $300.
$300. Hold on.
Do the math.
Just that alone. I'm not doing that in my head. I worked all day.
It's cheap. $30 a game.
$4. Under $4. $3.75. You can't even get a McDonald's meal for that. Shop in the value menu nowadays.
That blows my mind.
And that's not all.
Now,
That's not all in this deal either, right?
well, for this deal, yes.
Oh, okay.
Now, no. There is a new a meal deal that they just announced, and I can't decide. The Cardinals are going to be bad this year. They're going to be one of baseball's worst teams. So part of me is thinking, like, are they doing all these promotions just to try to sell tickets because the team's not going to be good? Like they're selling a lot of the guys that they have to try to pick up value and maybe
I don't
start the
care
rebuild
who
process.
it is. I would pay $3.75 to go to one of these games,
Oh, 100%.
or all of them, as many as I could.
Now, to your point, no, there was one more thing. The Cardinals are now selling $29 tickets, which it's already a great deal,
Yeah.
right? $29. Bottomless concessions and soft drinks. It's called the Coca-Cola Unlimited. Here's what you can get. Oh, I'm sorry. I actually just read this detail too. Ticket prices start at $29. They get more expensive based on which team is coming.
Okay.
So first home series is the Boston Red Sox. So those tickets are $60. It still doesn't feel that bad.
Is this an individual game basis? Like you pay $60
Yeah.
and then you get the
Yeah. It's free
I
change.
mean, Still.
So here you go. Concession stand is soft drinks, hot dogs, chicken tenders, popcorn, ice cream. No alcoholic beverages.
But they're $5.75.
And you can select up to 3 items per visit and return as often as you like until the end of the eighth inning.
3 items per visit to the stand?
To the stand, yeah. So when I walk up, I can take 1, 2, and 3 back to my seat,
That
come back
makes
and get 3 more.
that makes taking, it's you have to go back and forth to the stand in the line, right, and all that stuff. But that makes
Yeah,
taking a family worth it.
dude. I I don't know, man. I see that, and the only thing it brings me back to is every single NFL game I've ever attended, and just how damn expensive everything is.
I mean, 3 things, 3 sodas right there
It's like
is
going to the
gonna cost
movies,
you, $25.
easy. And then add in if you want a popcorn, if you want a hot dog, like hot dogs. Let's see if I can find MLB.
Concession prices.
Yeah,
I got you.
perfect. Here you go. What do we? Ooh, here's a fun one. What do you think is the most expensive park for hot dogs?
Um, Houston, maybe the Dodgers.
No, neither of those. San Diego, San Francisco, Texas, Mets, Colorado, averaging 750 for a hot dog.
Damn.
Here are your cheapest: Arizona, Miami, Yankee Stadium, $3. You want to go to beers? Washington, Baltimore, Boston, Chicago White Sox, and Chicago Cubs, averaging between the 5 of those 12.50 per beer.
Damn.
You go to your cheapest: Colorado, Toronto, Angels, Diamondbacks, Braves, 4.50 for a beer.
That's not bad at all.
That's a great deal.
That's, yeah.
But I guess to your point, it's like if you're gonna charge that much, like if you really are, because the Jags, it was stupid. Going back to back was crazy because you get up for one drink and then of course you have to wait. To your point, you wait in line. You don't want to miss too much of the game, so maybe you go like on a quarter break or a timeout. But then everybody else is in line. You pick
Mm-hmm.
out what you want. By the time you are walking away, you're spending another $45.
Yeah. I've had a thing the last couple times I've been to a Bengals game. Whenever I get up to go to the concession stand, they score a touchdown.
Ooh, well, then you just need to keep going.
I got told to go back. Like, for, came back with
That's
like the
funny.
beers and some snacks, and they were like, "Here, go get something else. We just scored." And I
Just
was
walk
like,
away real quick.
"Bruh."
That's funny. But yeah, so I thought that was interesting. I'm sure that will be more of a storyline as we get into the season, but I that to me screams fan first.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, how can we make the experience a little bit better? Like my dad and I went to the Mets game 4th of July last year. Experience was great. City Field so cool. To get, I think we went to we got brisket. No, we got peppers and onions, sausage and onion, sausage and pepper. Sorry, like Italian hoagie
Mm-hmm.
with a beer, maybe like a popcorn or a pack of candy, like a pack of M&Ms or something. And we spent probably $35 each for that
Easy.
little meal
Yeah.
deal. Easy. And I'm sitting here thinking like, add that onto your ticket prices, add that onto parking or take the subway or whatever. Like these games are turning into it's so expensive to take a family. I could not imagine having a kid, 2 kids, taking your family of 4 to go. Which you wouldn't go.
Yeah, we're watching it from the backyard. I turned on
Yeah.
the big blow up projector screen.
Projector. yeah, I mean, I'd rather spend that money at home and cook what you got to cook, and that's we have Jaguars at home. What are you talking about?
Yeah. I'm
But
thinking this would be like a really cool way if the Rays did something like this
hmm
to come back to Tropicana this year.
that would be cool. Well,
Because like,
you still got 2.5, 3 weeks.
so maybe they announced something, probably not. But I did just take a peek. It looks like they are gonna play in
Yeah,
Tropicana. That'd be
I
a
thought.
cool you know. I don't know if it'd be too soon or not well received to make like some hurricane drinks or something, but someone's got to be thinking of that.
I don't know if you could call it that, but yeah.
Yeah, maybe they will return to Tropicana April 2026. Heck yeah.
My hope is this kind of starts a trend for other teams to say, hey, we're also going to do something. Like we're also going to try to put fans first and do these deals or whatever. Because as much as I appreciate, like, look at the Mets. As much as I appreciate a bobblehead giveaway or they're doing a soccer jersey this year, it's the first 15,000 people. The gate is going to open 4 hours before the game starts, so you can wait in line. And it's like that just doesn't seem appealing to me. I would rather have something that enhances my experience at the game.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I thought that was interesting. Um, I am on to my last item, which is some football, some American football.
Let's do it.
It is Combine was fun. A lot of storylines kind of came out of that. We are now officially, I would say, in free agency up to pre-draft
Yeah.
month or so. Or actually, maybe a little more than once because the draft is normally end of April. But a lot of moves happened this week, specifically looking at cuts, looking at franchise tags.
Mm-hmm.
Was there something that kind of stuck out to you first?
Um, Not anything like super crazy. I mean, obviously the Cowboys tagged Pickens after the season he had, especially with CeeDee Lamb being out for with that injury for a good part of the season, and he really, you know, showed his skills and proved that like, hey, I'm a reliable two, if not a one, here with the Cowboys. So they tag him. You guys tagged Brees Hall.
Yep.
What do you feel about that?
So I have two opinions on it. They're tagging him, but they still want to get a long-term deal done. So basically, the tag says, "Hey, in case we can't get it done by I don't know what the specific date is, July something.
Mm-hmm.
We don't have to stress because you're still under contract for another year with the tag." Now, as we saw with Lamar, like you can tag multiple years in a row. The price goes up, but you can do it. But I think Brees Hall's done enough to say, "Hey, like I'm the guy. I trust him, right? I trust him to be our number one running back." To me, it was interesting that the Seahawks didn't even tag Kenneth Walker.
Yeah, I saw his name pop up in free agency, and I was like, hold up, wait. You
Like
guys,
the reigning Super Bowl MVP.
yeah, didn't have a perfect season, don't get me wrong, right? Like, it could have been, you could have had an Anno season, right? But for all intents and purposes, you had a perfect season.
Yeah,
You were
you couldn't have dreamt that up better.
really, yeah, you were top of
No,
the
no, no.
division
I'm with
pretty
you.
much the whole time, won the Super Bowl. You had the right formula. Why not? Or maybe they're confident that they can reach a deal, and so they don't need to.
I, yeah,
Maybe you
I mean,
flip it, and it's like, hey, are you
maybe.
really going to leave this? Like, come on. I don't know. It's an interesting game.
I,
Contracts.
I, the only thing that I don't like is that some of these teams play hardball and be like, well, he was on his rookie deal and we did really well, and maybe we can just draft a replacement for him. I'm like, but what if you don't?
Yeah.
Like, I would have been upset if the Jets hadn't tagged Brees and then he walked, because then you have to fill a skill player in a number one running back, of which we do not have one on the roster. Right, our backups are not good enough. We can elevate, and that we still need a quarterback. So great, running back is now done. Continue to work on that deal to see if you could time up for 2 to 3 years. But now you can focus on what are you going to do at quarterback, and I think
Mm-hmm.
that's a small win, but it's a win still. No, the other ones that were interesting to me. Stephon Diggs got cut today.
Is that interesting? I kind of
Yes,
not to like shoot you down there, but I feel like with the stuff that came
there
out
was a
towards the end
lot
of
of
the
stuff.
season,
Correct.
it's a lot of
That's true.
drama. It's like, do we really, was he really doing that much for us to?
I mean, he was their number one option, and they made a big deal about how excited they were that they got him last year. So to your point, yeah, of course there were things in the background, but for him to just like it wasn't even like a trade for a seventh rounder. Like it wasn't. You just cut him.
Hey, get
You
rid of the
couldn't
bad
find
apple, man.
somebody who wanted him.
Try to get
Uh,
something out of him, maybe.
yeah, I I don't know. That was an interesting one, and then I just saw it just went through my phone. Daniil Hunter just re-signed with the Texans. You see him?
Mm-mm.
40 million.
Damn. Okay.
Yeah. So that's wild. Uh, Here you go, right here. 1 year, $40.1 million contract extension. He's entering his age 32 season. It'll be his third. This coming year will be his third season in Houston. So 2 years ago, he signed a 2 year, $49 million. Last year was a 30.5 for one that was going to expire after this year, and now we just signed another one for one for 40.
They like him.
Fourth highest paid edge rusher in the league, just past Miles Garrett. Hmm. $40 million is a lot of money for an edge
Yeah.
rusher.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, oh, oh.
But
Yeah,
that, I mean, to be fair, that Houston defense was locked down.
no, it's delicious. I mean, not
So,
delicious. They were devastating. They were very good. Now, okay, so here's the other thing I had. The Athletic posted their top 10 by position free agents. Uh, and I would like you to tell me if you would sign any of these guys for what your team needs.
okay.
These are we'll go quarterbacks first. Kenny Pickett. Or just stop me when you want somebody for your team.
Fair enough.
Kenny Pickett, Tyler Huntley, Tyrod Taylor, Marcus Mariota, Russell Wilson, Mitchell Trubisky, Joe Flacco, Aaron Rodgers, Malik Willis, Daniel Jones.
Daniel Jones just got tagged.
He got transition tagged,
Oh,
which
okay.
means that another team can still make him an offer.
Okay.
But Colts get first right of refusal.
Um, I mean, if I had to choose like if you were the Jets and you weren't drafting a quarterback, I think out
I
of
know.
all of those names, maybe Huntley, maybe Mariota,
Ugh, I don't like
maybe.
it.
I don't like any of those
Uh,
names.
Here are your running backs. This is the only one that I saw. Well, actually, running backs, wide receivers will do. Here are your running backs: Kareem Hunt, Michael Carter, Kenneth Gainwell, J.K. Dobbins, Tyler Algier, Rashad White, Rico Dowdle, Travis Etienne, Kenneth Walker, and Brees Hall was on the list.
I mean, obviously, Kenneth Walker from there. I think I'd probably go Walker, Dowdle, Etn.
Dowdle's 28 already, by the way.
Hmm.
Etienne 27. Both Brees Hall, Kenneth Walker, both 25.
Yeah, I'd probably go Walker, Dowdle, Etn.
I wouldn't. I mean, Tyler Argill's got something there. Rashad White's probably got something there. J.K. Dobbins is just always hurt.
Mm-hmm.
And then wide receiver, here are your last skill positions. Debo Samuel,
Okay.
Keenan Allen, Calvin Austin, Rashid Shaheed, Romeo Dubs, Jalen Naylor, Jawan Jennings, Wandell Robinson, Alec Pierce, Mike Evans.
You want to go Mike Evans?
Yeah, but he's 33
He.
and coming off
I don't want
his
to
only
like smite
injury
him.
season.
Yeah, I don't want to smite him down, right? But I think he's towards the end
For
of
sure.
his career.
For sure.
Alec Pierce is decent. Jawan Jennings, although I haven't really heard too much about him. I'll be honest, I don't pay attention to fantasy enough. I mean, I think if you're going for like a hey, we just need to add a couple pieces for this season, you go Mike Evans.
Yeah, I would say if you're a team that's not a number one receiver away, but you need a two or a three, like a really good three, then yeah, you sign him. You don't even question it, and he becomes your end zone threat. Or if he becomes, maybe he's not the guy who's going for the deep pass every time. You let your young pick do that. Like if it's the Jets, you let Garrett Wilson make those runs.
Could you imagine if
But
like the Bengals signed him? No, they don't have the old line to give.
no, give him no time at all.
Give them any
Mike
time
Evans,
to get it to
here's your
him.
job. Yeah,
But
I'm gonna have half a second to throw the ball.
and it's either going to Chase, you, or Higgins. So
That's it.
all y'all run at the same spot. I'm just going to throw it there.
Yeah, we don't need an offensive line if we could pay Mike Evans. I'm just saying. I don't know.
Yep.
But yeah, anyways, it's interesting that I think kind of who's going to end who. There's another interesting piece here, the last one I have for you, which is QB predictions. So there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 teams that this writer listed that still need quarterbacks, and they try to predict about who could end up where. And then I have one question for you at the end of that. This ties into who are the draft prospects, who are the free agents we just talked about, and who are some quarterbacks that could be available. Browns, they did first. Browns, Shador, Deshaun Watson, Dylan Gabriel, and Justin Fields on the roster. Which feels like way too many quarterbacks. But they said basically they'll sign all four. Somebody will get traded or cut before the season starts. But I don't like it. Cardinals getting Malik Willis and Jacoby Brissett.
Okay.
Which means keeping Brissett, really. But you saw Kyler Murray's getting cut. Colts keeping Daniel Jones and signing Tyrod Taylor as their backup. I don't hate it. But the Daniel Jones thing freaks me out. Kid tore his Achilles, and you're going to owe $38 million this year. This tag.
Yeah.
Now, he's good. He's good. Like, I get it. He was having a great season. The team was off to a great start. If you can recapture that magic, then everything is worth it. Normally doesn't happen with Achilles injuries, especially not for somebody who can run. But I'm just saying. My quarterback did that too. Dolphins would be Mac Jones, who's still only 27.
And he looked good when Purdy was out.
He
looked
did.
really. I mean, I was talking about, hey, do you just keep Mac Jones in there? Like, why not? You're
I wouldn't
winning.
mind him as a backup.
Yeah.
If you were to draft somebody, he's somebody who could kind of be that bridge for a season or two. Falcons, Michael Penix, and getting Tua.
I mean,
So, two lefties, no thank you. No chance. Are you kidding me? What lefty's bad enough as a quarterback? I can't go two. But that isn't awful.
that's not a horrible backup for Penix to have.
It actually says right here, so it says two of his best seasons were when he was surrounded by his best playmakers. Which, like, duh. But
Yeah.
when his offenses were cooking, like, he was playing well.
Yeah.
So Drake London, Kyle Pitts, Bijan, it's not a bad offense.
Not at all.
So, interesting there. And then Raiders, obviously drafting Fernando Mendoza, and then keeping Gino as a backup. Steelers, Rodgers getting packed, taking Garrett Nussmeier as your backup. Vikings going J.J. McCarthy, Joe Flacco, and signing Anthony Richardson
Okay.
as a fallback. Don't hate that. And then finally, your New York Jets selecting, or signing, I should say, drafting Drew Aller, who's I don't think is worth anything, having Andy Dalton as your backup, and going with Kyler Murray as your starting QB.
No, you just did this recipe. You
I don't
just
love it
did
too,
this.
and his reasoning doesn't sit well with me. But they said basically the Jets would be down to Malik Willis or Kyler, and that they don't want to pay Malik Willis over $20 million a year because he has like what 8 or 9 total starts in the league. But my argument is we've seen more of Kyler, and I haven't seen it. So I know it's not there. I'd rather take the guy that at least we're so little unsure.
Don't know, yeah. At this point, like who, you know.
But it'll be the other thing. It'll be cheap for Kyler Murray.
Yeah.
So he's gonna cost next to nothing. So sure, if you want to use your cap space, then go sign another star, like another great player, and then QB's the only
Somewhere
position that
else
you're.
and just slowly build.
Then I don't hate
fine.
that.
You're looking at another
Because
3-13 or something.
But then if you're top 5 again, then you just got to drop off Kyler, and then you're drafting from a much stronger QB class because you used your cap space to be able to sign some guys now. And if that's the case, I don't love it, but I get it. Rebuilds don't happen in a year for most teams. They don't happen in 10 years for the Jets, so that's fine. So I leave you with this. This is the last question I have. Thinking ahead to the draft. You're the Jets. Sorry, you're the Raiders. I'll be the Jets. How many first-round picks do I need to offer you for you to go from 1 to 2?
Just from 1 to 2?
For me to take Fernando Mendoza.
Who was that second pick? That quarterback.
Arvell Reese is what it's... Say it again?
Who's like?
For the Raiders?
Well, no.
Raiders
like
had...
Mendoza. Who's the second quarterback projected to get taken?
At the moment, Ty
It's
Simpson.
deep. It's deep. Okay, so what? I get Ty Simpson, and I give up Mendoza. I don't have to take Ty Simpson at 2.
Correct.
So I could get someone else?
You could probably take Ty Simpson in this. Either... Again, if you think about what the picks the Jets have. They have 2, and then they have one of the teams. I think it's 16 or 17. So if we give up both of those and one of our 3 first-rounders next year, then you could potentially take somebody at 2. Then you could take Ty Simpson at 17, we'll say.
Mm-hmm.
And you still have another first-round pick next year.
I don't know. Fernando Mendoza's as good as like he was with Indiana. I don't know what he's projected to look like, how that's going to translate to the NFL. Who knows? I need to be in those draft rooms and like see all the notes. I might need 2028, maybe a second.
Okay.
So 2, 16, 17, 1 next year, and then maybe a second, either 2027 or 2028.
If it sweetens that, I could give you the second this year, because we have the 33rd pick, so first pick of the second round. Ty Simpson is projected to go 34.
Okay, boom, that works out then. So 2,
So
what are you, 16, 17?
we are 16.
So 2, 16, and 33.
For you to slide from 1 to 2.
For Fernando Mendoza to go to the Jets for 2 years and for me to trade for him anyway, I like that.
You have to slip that one right in there.
I like that. I like that. You guys hold him for a couple years, get him warmed up. Then in
Let him
2028, we'll take him back. So it's like we got 1 and 2, 16 and 33.
And that's normally how quarterbacks that get drafted to the Jets work anyways,
Boom.
after a couple of years.
Big brain.
Big brain, yeah. Yeah, somebody floated that idea this week, and I was listening to it. And if I'm the Jets, I I'm weary of that for your for exactly what you just said. Because we traded how many guys to get this draft capital, and if you're going to cash in the golden ticket with everything that you've kind of acquired so far, you need to one make sure it's a surefire thing, which is fine. I do think Fernando's probably the closest thing to a surefire quarterback that you have this year.
Mm-hmm.
But two, you need to make sure that you don't need that capital now to fill in the rest of those players. Right? You're taking 3 to 4 potential slots that you'd be filling with high ranked rookies. Those are top 50 picks.
Mm-hmm.
And you're trading it in for one guy. And is Mendoza that good that that one guy is going to compensate for everybody else that we're not taking? And I don't think so.
Because I mean, you need to surround him with those other 2, 3 guys that you're getting.
Right. So it was an interesting thought experiment, but I would probably have to turn it down. I'm still not even opposed to potentially trading out of two and going lower and trying to pick up more picks because we need the help.
That's not a bad strat.
Like
Especially
I
if
know,
you're looking at signing Kyler, then you're not looking at
yeah,
winning this year. No offense,
no, none taken. I'm with you.
but I think you use that to get as many tools as you can.
I think. Let me see if he's on here. So here are the top QBs. Yeah, so I just even at the pick that we have, I don't think I'm taking Ty Simpson. It doesn't do me any good
No.
because I don't think he's there. Now I do see the guy that was at the combine, who was the athletic freak. What was his name? Taylor Green from Arkansas. Did you see him?
Mm-mm.
6'6", 224,
Okay.
and
40?
just like let's see. Taylor Green, here's his combine stuff. I just remember people were freaking out about him with some of the stuff that he was putting up.
4.36?
Yeah.
Hey, yo.
43.5 inch of vertical. Yeah, exactly. So now when you're looking at, okay, so I'm on the NFL page right now.
Oh, he's not quick, though. Sorry, I'm looking at
No, it's fine.
3-cone drill, shuttle, he's not on there. They haven't done bench yet. So he's got speed, but no quickness. I
Oh
mean,
no,
if he takes off and
he
scrambles, he's
opted
good.
he
Oh,
opted not to do those.
oh, okay, all right. I was about to say, because he's all of a sudden, he's one,
Yeah, no,
and
they didn't.
then
He didn't
bang,
do
bang.
those three.
All right, fair enough.
So looking at his score breakdown, so the NFL Next Gen does like the scores that you do in your combine and how does that rank into your position.
Mm-hmm.
So his production score was a 68 that ranked him as the eighth best quarterback. His total score was a 77 that ranked him as the fourth best quarterback in the draft. His athleticism score was a 97, and that ranked him as the top QB prospect for that category. And I don't know, man.
Based off stats and the numbers, I mean, I
If
don't
you're
know.
just gonna take a swing on a guy,
Why not? He could be the next Patty Mahomes. Like,
maybe not. But Anthony Richardson was kind of the same way, right? He was just this
that's fair.
athletic guy.
That's fair.
And if he didn't, there were some even his rookie year, there were some games he had where we were like, oh my god, this guy can do everything. He was just stupid when he was running into grown men every play.
I mean, at 6'6", running a 4.3, that's a lot of inertia right there.
So I don't know. That's kind of me. Like, sure, take my fifth round pick. I don't care.
Hmm.
Somebody will take a swing on him at the end of the draft, and somebody will just be like, we have a seventh round pick, guy who's never going to make the team anyways. Let's see if his quarterback's any good. And I would like to do that. I would like to be that team. Even if he gets like 2 highlights in preseason,
It
that's
can't
like, oh my god.
hurt, you know?
it can't be worse than what we have.
Yeah.
So, anyways, I thought that was interesting. But yeah, man, it's we're here. What will the Jets do? I don't know. I don't know. Part of it worries me. Part of it I can't worry about
You need
because I'll
a
never understand them.
WWJD shirt.
Oh my god!
What would the Jets do?
I gotta do it in their like font logo. Um, and I did have a gripe. I don't know who we were talking about, but Knicks played Thunder last night, lost by 3. And we've been on a pretty good run. Beat a couple teams, lost a couple teams, but the Thunder game was really good. And we were down by 15 at one point, caught up, get to the end of the game. My God, I can't stand Shea. Just a free throw merchant at times.
Merchant. Yeah.
And the team's good. Like, don't ever get me wrong. Thunder are fantastic. If they win the whole thing again, it's just not fun to watch sometimes.
Yep.
And that sucks. And I'm sure if you're a Thunder fan, you're like, well, whatever, we're winning. And if my team was winning, I'd probably say the same thing. But as a neutral or somebody who's trying to beat them, I can't.
And I think that's universal.
I'd rather Steph and Clay make 100 threes in a game.
Mm-hmm.
I'd rather Shaq is dunking every single time down the field.
Yeah, because I'm not turning this on to watch free throws.
No. So yeah, anyway, they'll do something to change it. But that's kind of where I'm at right now. But yeah, man. As always, like, subscribe, Instagram, YouTube, Spotify, Apple. We'll be doing our bracket challenges.
Coming up soon.
We'll send that out when everybody would like to join.
Yeah, and hit us in the comments. What do you think the Jets will do? I don't know. We'll see.
It can't be anything good, is what I'll say. Whatever we do is going to be wrong. So there's no wrong answers.
Love it.